All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to break down an expert English teacher's top tips for conquering one of the biggest fears out there, public speaking. And this is a big one, especially if English isn't your first language. So if the very idea of getting up in front of people makes your heart pound, you're in exactly the right place.
Okay, let's just start with this because, wow, this really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? So if you get that horrible knot in your stomach just thinking about giving a presentation, listen, you're not weird, you're not alone. I mean, think about it. More than spiders, more than death? That's pretty wild.
So the big question is, how do we tackle this thing? Well, we're going to look at this as a journey from that feeling of pure anxiety to a place where you feel genuinely confident. We're going to break it all down step by step.
Okay, so our first stop, it's all about mastering your mindset. Yeah, because before you even think about your PowerPoint or your notes, the real battle, the real work, it happens right up here.
Okay, this is maybe the most important tip of all, especially if you're a non-native English speaker. It's a total game changer. Here's the deal. Stop worrying about your accent. Seriously. Your accent is part of who you are, it's your culture, it's your story. You should absolutely embrace it. What you should focus on is your pronunciation. See the difference? Accent is how you sound, but pronunciation is about clarity. It's about making sure people understand you. It's a much more positive goal, right?
So you might be thinking, okay, great. How do I improve my pronunciation? The answer is so simple, you're going to love it. The number one best way? Just slow down. Think about it. When you speak a little slower, especially at the start, you're giving everyone a chance to tune into your voice. It instantly makes you easier to understand. And here's the best part. It actually makes you sound way more confident and in control.
All right, next up, let's talk about the very first thing you say. Please, please, please stop apologizing. So many of us do it, right? We get up and say, sorry for my English. But that just screams, I'm not confident. It totally undercuts your authority. Now look at the alternative. Own it. English isn't my first language, but I'm going to give it my best shot today. Boom. You can just feel the power shift, can't you? That's not an apology. It shows confidence, and it puts you back in the driver's seat. All right, so our head's in the right place. Now let's get practical. It's time to prepare like a pro. This part is all about building that rock-solid foundation that's going to hold you up when you're standing in front of everyone.
This is such a crucial point. You see, there's a world of difference between a practice talk and a memorized one. When you practice, you're just getting comfortable with your material. It comes across as natural, real. People trust you. But when you memorize every single word, it sounds robotic. There's no life to it. You end up just reciting words instead of actually connecting with the people in the room. So you're probably asking, if I'm not memorizing, what do I do? The answer? Cue cards, but you gotta use them right. Think of them as your safety net, not your script. The secret is to use just tiny little bullet points, not full sentences. They're just there to jog your memory, to get you back on track if your mind goes blank. And here's the trick. Practice your whole talk over and over, using only those cue cards. That's how you get that smooth, natural flow. Okay, here's a super simple but really powerful trick. The rule is, always dress one level up from whatever you think the dress code is. So, if you think everyone's going to be in smart casual, you lean a little more towards the smart end of that scale. Sure, it makes you look professional, but the real magic is what it does for you. When you know you look good, you just feel more powerful. It's an internal confidence boost.
Okay, mindset, we've got it. Preparation, done. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, how to actually deliver with confidence. This is all about owning that stage, using your body and your voice to really capture everyone's attention.
So, your first and most powerful tool for a confident delivery, it's going to sound weird, is silence. Let me give you an example. Have you ever shouted a question to someone in another room? A lot of the time, they'll shout back, "What?" And then, like a second later, they answer your question anyway. Why? Because their brain needed about 3 seconds to catch up and process. And guess what? Your audience's brain works the exact same way.
This is why the pause is your secret weapon. It does so much for you. It gives your audience a second to actually understand what you just said. It gives you a moment to breathe and think about what's next. And it's amazing for adding emphasis. The best part? It makes you look super calm and collected, even if you're just using that pause to remember your next line. They'll never know.
Okay, let's talk body language, because your body is talking long before you open your mouth. So here's a quick checklist. Number 1, decide if you're a walker or a planter. Either one is fine, just make a choice. Number 2, plant your feet. Feel the floor beneath you. It literally grounds you. Number 3, stand up tall. Great posture, chest out. And last, know your nervous habits. Touching your hair, tapping your leg, we all have them. The trick is to figure out what yours are so you can stop yourself from doing them.
All right, let's wrap this up. We've gone on this whole journey from fixing our mindset to preparing like a pro and finally to delivering with real confidence. Basically, you now have a full toolkit to help you nail your next great presentation.
But the most important step is the one that comes next, the one you have to take. Because listening to all this is great, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't actually do something with it. So I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. What is the one tip, just one, that you are going to commit to using the next time you have to speak in front of people?